Welcome back, Sports Tonight, on your award-winning sports-loving channels, television. You can be part of the program. I'm seeing those messages, but I want more. I want more to come in. Talk to us on Twitter, channels_sports, Facebook, channels-sports. The Monday show is back again, and is back with a bang because we're having so much fun talking about the Super Falcons. We also talked about Oduayo Adekroye and her exploits in wrestling. We talked about poor preparation and how it cost Rivers Hoopers at the FIBA Africa Basketball League in Morocco. We were talking about the Super Eagles of Nigeria before we went on that break. So let's continue with that. On the 22nd of this month in Asaba Day, we'll take on Seychelles in an African Cup of Nations qualifying game. It's ceremonial, but of course, Coach General can do one or two things with that. And then 4 days later, that's on the 26th, they are going to take on the Pharaohs of Egypt at the same venue in a prestigious international friendly match. Let's take a look at some of the players. Goalkeepers, we know these guys are the regulars. I will see in the Super Eagles mix-up right now. Francis Rohr, who is beginning to get some good playing time in Cyprus. We thank God that they have sorted that medical issue that came up the other time. So he's doing well. Ikechukwu, we said it. I don't even see him as an home-based player in the team anymore. That's why I said there was no home-based player. He plays for Katsina United in the Nigeria Professional Football. And Daniel Akpeyi, he left Chippa United in South Africa to Kaizer Chiefs right there also in the PSL in South Africa. For the defenders, the old lot. We have Ola Aina, who is doing so well with Torino. I must say big ups to Ola Aina and the exploits he's doing. Shehu Abdullahi, shout out to Shehu, also got a goal for Bursaspor in the league. And is beginning to try new roles also. Valentine Ozowafo, we talked about him, plays for Aimba. He was part of the under-20 setup. Chidozie Awazim plays in Turkey. William Troost-Ekong plays with Udinese in Italy. Leon Balogun of Brighton. We're good to see Leon play again. Kenneth Omeru for Leganes. Beautiful form. Kenneth Omeru is enjoying. Can easily tell Leon Balogun or Troost, one of them, say, look, just relax. I was part of this team before you came because he is in good form. Kenneth Omeru is part of it. And Jamilu Collins. Good to also see Jamilu Collins again. We love the progress we're seeing with him. Maybe he might just give us that stability we're looking for at left fullback.
Yeah, and the fact that he's the only left fullback in this one obviously means he will get more minutes in those two games. So he's really improved, and I think he will do more against Egypt and Seychelles.
For the midfielders, we have Semi Ajayi, plays for Rotterdam in England.
He scored over the weekend also. Great form right now.
Good form also. Super Eagles players did well over the weekend. Wilfred Ndidi, that's a regular anytime, any day with the team, plays for Leicester in the English Premier League. Ogene Karo Etebo also scored his first goal for the Potters over the weekend, while John Ogu also makes that team list for the midfielders for the forwards. Ahmed Musa, who is the standing captain, plays for El Nasser FC of Saudi Arabia. Victor Osimhen is in the mix. Moses Simon for Levante of Spain. Henry Oyekuru, who is playing for Galatasaray. Odion Ihalo, new player for Shanghai Shenhua. Didn't really start well for his new club, but let's see if they can bounce back. Alex Iwobi, the Arsenal former player, said, look, play Iwobi more. I say, yes, that's what we want. Play Iwobi more, Unai. So Alex Iwobi is also part of it. Samuel Kalu, some persons will say, yeah, let's see more of Samuel Kalu. And Paul Onuachu, it's good to also see Paul Onuachu in the list. Yeah,
good progress. You know, a couple of years back, it was in the league, FC Bede. You know, moved to Denmark, I think in 2012. He's played over 100 games for Midtjylland, and this season also really in great form. You know, 20 games, you know, a lot of competition for them. He scored 14 goals with 4 assists. So got good height, about 6 feet. So I think it will come to the Super Eagles with a lot of quality. You know, we need that big size. You know, going forward in the AFCON, striker that could come with energy, that could also complement the effort of the midfielders. I think it will be a very good addition to this team. I hope it will have a very good game. You know, feel at home, bond well with the boys, and we'll have more opportunity going to the AFCON.
That's right. So Antonio Ade is asking us, please, can you shed more light on the new invite Paul Onuachu? Yes, a lot of persons want to know more about it. Toby just told you that it will provide a lot of support going forward, and we can also make use of his height. Plays for FC Midtjylland in Denmark. He says it looks too similar to Simi that only played 20 seconds at the World Cup. That's some point.
Yeah, you know, Simi was in great form. You know, what the national team is all about is form. We are in form in Europe. he should be eligible to play. He should come down to play. You know, reason why most people also make, you know, excuses for the home-based players. If players are informed, they should come and play. Simi was informed at that moment, you know, 6 months he had in the Italian league, and he deserved to be caught up. Like I said on Paul also, I mean, 20 games, 14 goals, 4 assists for Nigeria playing in Denmark. He deserves to be called up. And we just hope he will bond well and also provide, you know, good quality addition to the team.
It should. More comments on social media. Adams Jesse says, it's a good thing that finally Kelechi Iheanacho, that's your opinion, Kelechi Iheanacho has been dropped from the Super Eagles. He needs to work hard to earn his place in the squad and not think that it is his birthright. Awoni and Chukwueze will still get their time. Meanwhile, it'll be nice to see you again. You think they'll miss Kelechi Iheanacho on the services?
I don't think so. I think Kelechi is one player Genetra has really been patient with. You know, give him a lot of time to really bounce back with his confidence. And like I said also, you know, I think Genetra, you know, try to do with form. You look at Kelechi Iheanacho in this year. I mean, 8 games, 66 minutes from a possible 720 minutes is really poor for a player to get an invitation to the Super Eagles. I think Genetra is currently moving from that shape of if you're not playing in Europe, you will get invitation. You need to play in Europe. You need to earn your place. You need to show that you can play for the Super Eagles. I don't think Kelechi deserves to be in this squad. And Kelechi is a very good player. Any day, anytime, could provide, you know, plenty of shot, play forward, play at the middle of the park, good at set pieces. I just hope Kelechi will work very hard at Leicester City.
It's just something about his confidence that is missing. Claude Puel, that's just sent out of Leicester. Give Kelechi Iheanacho some good chance also to prove himself.
I mean, when the season started, Kelechi got a lot of minutes. I think it was getting involved in games, you know, till like November before there was, you know, deep in form. I mean, for his striker, converting rate is very poor, very low. Like I said, this year has been really terrible for Kelechi. 8 games and 66 minutes is really terrible for Kelechi. He needs to really work hard and get back his confidence, get back to scoring form, and try to earn his place back in the Super Eagles team.
So that's it. We'll continue to monitor that one. Coach Rohr has invited players for the Super Eagles match against Seychelles. It's the final qualifying match for the African Cup of Nations. And after that one, they will take on the Pharaohs of Egypt in an international friendly match. It will take place in Asaba. Both matches will be played in Asaba, the Delta State capital. Date is Friday, the 22nd of March. And then 4 days later, that's the 26th of March, they will take on the Pharaohs of Egypt. So as we get more updates from the camp of the Super Eagles, we will give it to you right here on the program. So you can talk to us. I still want more comments as regards that list, because each time a list is released for the Super Eagles, you start hearing also. People tell you this player and that player. For instance, media officer of Aqua United. Now you understand his sentiments. Umfon Patrick says, I think that Umfon Udo deserves to be in that Super Eagles squad. He's a great striker. I think I agree. To an extent. But I'm not a coach. You are not a coach. So let's say the coach is watching. Hopefully we'll get to see Umfon Udo one day play for the team. Let's go on this short time, and let's let you see highlights of that CAF Confederation match between Enugu Rangers and Etoile de Sahel. Didn't end the way Nigerian football followers of the league wanted, but it is what it is. Let's see if they can pick themselves back up against Salitas. Let's see that one. We'll be right back.